Hello people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. Also welcome to a book review of sorts. I originally intended this to be a reading vlog, but that didn't happen because I was running out of time. But I managed to finish reading Text for You by Sophie Kramer. But why did I read this book? Why did I make it a point? This is the book on which Priyanka Chopra's new movie Love Again is based on. This book was originally written in German. It is set in Germany, and after its success, it was translated into English. I think it was 2009 or something. And Priyanka Chopra's new film Love Again, which also stars Sam Heughan and Celine Dion making her debut in it. It's actually set in America. It's an adaptation of this book. And I found the premise to be very interesting. So I went looking for this book, and luckily my local library had it. I requested it and I read it, and I've made some notes. I have some thoughts about this book, about this story, because but I will tell you all about them as this video progresses. So without any further ado, let's dive right into this video, into this book review, and let me share with you my thoughts about this book. Okay, so first of all, this is about Clara Sommerfeld, who has just lost her fiance. They had a huge row and he stormed out of the house and he ended up dying. It's been a couple of months after the funeral, and she is now trying to get back on her feet. She's dealing with her grief and all of that. One way that she finds to deal with her grief is that she sends text messages to Ben, who was her fiance, his old number. Now that a few months have passed, the number has been reassigned to someone else, and it now belongs to someone called Sven. And when he sees all these messages, at first he's annoyed, but then he starts getting intrigued by what this woman is going through and about her life in general. And what follows is a series of events that will change both of their lives. How their lives change remains to be seen. What did I like about this book? Even though I gave this book a 3 stars, it's a pretty neutral average rating. I cannot list out all the things that I really like. There's nothing that stands out to me that screams, okay, this was done well in this book, and this is one facet of it that I really like. But I must say that grief and how one handles it is shown well in here. It might not be the most eloquent, it might not be the most coherent of things, because everybody has their own way of dealing with grief, of coming to terms with grief and accepting it and moving on. And Clara is one person who is going about it in her own way. She has people around her who are helping her, and her own self-doubt, her own insecurities come to the fore when she is dealing with this grief. How her whole personality comes out, that is also shown well, like standing on her own 2 feet. What it is she wants to do with her life, how she comes to that decision, and how the people around her are helping her. It's nice to see. It was very heartwarming to see in its own way. And I feel like Clara's storyline, which is the mainstay of this story, without that there would be no Text for You. It is the more well-rounded, it's the more well-written part of this book. This book has fewer than 250 pages, and for most part I really enjoyed reading Clara's sections because they had a certain character to them. While Sven's sections, on the other hand, it just seemed like a childish thing. Okay, but that part comes in the next section. But I love the supporting characters in here. Katya is great. She's a great friend. She can overstep sometimes, but she is a great friend. She has good intentions. And Hilka, I think that's how her name is pronounced, Sven's co-worker, who is another level altogether. But other than that, there was nothing remarkable about this story, it felt like. In the next section, I'll tell you what I did not like about this book. First off, the translation isn't up to the mark. It just felt like there's a lot of childish things in there. Maybe those things were lost in translation. It just felt a little raw, the writing style. Second, Sven's character. Oh, when it comes to Sven's character, I have a long list, it feels like, but I'll try to keep it short, because Sven's character is supposed to be a business journalist and he gets a lot of stuff done. He's supposed to be very mature, but you don't get a clear idea about who he is as a person. And when he starts getting these messages, it quickly turned creepy for me. It just felt stalkery and creepy to me. One example is not just when he is doing this about Clara, but when he is looking out from his window one night, he sees a woman in an adjacent building of sorts. He sees her in a towel and she's sitting and she's painting her toenails, and he wonders if he should bring out his telescope and look at her. And then he was like, oh no, that would be so bad. That would be an invasion of her privacy. As if he's trying to show that, see, I'm not doing this, so I'm a good person. So that's that. As I mentioned before, the book does make some good points about grief and all, but more often than not, there are some details that are not necessary to the story. I mean, details are important, but when you leave it hanging that way, it's just like, what was that for? And throughout this book, details are repeated in different sentences, in different ways. Cut off 50 pages and it would have made for a much better, much crisper read. And this whole preoccupation with kids, I get it. I get that many people think that their purpose in life is to have kids. They want to have kids, and I don't have any problem with that. But the only thing is that when you make a character as just that, when you make a character as just all about having kids, you make that character's grief as not about the person's loss, but about their inability to have kids because they lost someone. That's cruel. I am fixated on the stalkery vibes that Sven is giving off. I haven't watched Priyanka Chopra's new movie, Love Again, but when I saw that it was based on a book, I decided to go ahead and read it. On the whole, I feel like this is a decent read. It's not like wow, or it's not bad. So if you're looking for a quick, fast-paced read, then I think this is one that you can go for. So those were my thoughts on Text for You by Sophie Kramer, the book on which Priyanka Chopra's new movie Love Again is based. It has been adapted from. I don't know why I'm fixated on this, but did you like this video? Did you not like this video? What do you think? Will you go ahead and read this book after watching my review? What do you think of the book, the storyline, from what I have told you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.